Welcome to my channel, Life in the 1900s Newspapers, where I read the actual words from vintage newspapers. Today, we're in the 30s. So grab a comfortable seat, get yourself a nice steaming cup of coffee, and we will see what stories we can discover in today's newspaper. Today, we're in Fresno, California, and we are reading the Fresno Morning Republican, dated October 18th, 1930. During the time of this paper, Prohibition was still going strong, but people still held out a hope that it would be repealed. Equipment bought in belief that beer will return. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, October 17th. Milwaukee newspapers, conducting a survey today, said the Fred Miller Brewing Company was purchasing new bottling equipment because its officials believed manufacture of a 2.75% beer soon would be permitted. We would not purchase if we do not feel confident that there will be some modification to permit the making and sale of 2.75% beer, W.H. Kraft, manager, said. Fred Pabst Sr., president of the Pabst Corporation, Wednesday said his company was spending approximately $800,000 for machinery and grain stocks in the belief that 2.75% beer would be legalized. All the breweries here were prepared to turn out beer at a moment's notice. There was also a rise in bootleggers making bathtub gin. Liquor down sewer. Illicit liquors flowed freely at the City Hall yesterday. Janitor Billy Rogers sent about 40 gallons of evidence gurgling down the sewer when a confiscation order was issued. Prohibition wasn't repealed until 1933. Mayor sentenced, Springfield, Missouri, October 17th. Mayor Thomas H. Gideon was sentenced to 2 years in the federal penitentiary today in federal district court and fined $10,000 on a charge of conspiracy to violate the Prohibition law. Mobsters were everywhere in the 1930s. Physicians find diamond beaten, shot by assailants, New York, October 17th. The unknown gunmen who did their best to rub out Jack Legs Diamond in the Hotel Monticello last Sunday not only poured 4 bullets into his frail frame, but also gave him a terrific beating as well, doctors disclosed today. X-ray photographs showed his collarbone was broken and 3 ribs were crushed. Those familiar with gang methods said the assailants, after shooting the racketeer down, probably took plenty of time to give him the boot. Physicians said they apparently aimed their vicious kicks better than their bullets. On examination today, also disclosed one of the bullets paralyzed Diamond's left arm, which probably will be useless for the rest of his life. A bulletin issued at Polyclinic Hospital said, however, his general condition was satisfactory. What? I guess he lived after all that. And apparently, 1 year later, in 1931, Jack Legs Diamond was killed by the mob. Here's a newspaper comic from this issue. Winnie, Winkle, the breadwinner. It pays to be popular.
I am Mr. Banks, girls, and I brought you the application blanks to fill out for the big typewriting contest. Don't forget, any one of you has a chance of winning that $500 prize.
You better leave me out. I never win anything in contests. Nor me. I'm not very lucky either. And I just know I couldn't win.
Well, I was to be appointed as official timekeeper for this office, and...
Were you? Oh my gosh, you? Oh, gee. Where's the application? I'll fill one out. Why didn't you tell us before? Give me one. Oh, well, I suppose I might as well go in that contest, too. Typing contests were real popular in the 20s and the 30s.
In Sacramento, California, October 1928, world's top typists get go sign from State's Governor Young. And now is the time for all good typists to let those fingers fly. Both pros and amateurs type away for crown and national typing contests. Speedy and accurate, here's Irma Wright, best non-professional. And in men's division, Albert Tangora Wright is winner for the 4th time.
Kay, dear, isn't washing clothes too hard for you? It was, Tom, but I make an easy thing of it now. But won't you have to scrub all these things tomorrow? No, I use Rinso. It makes the clothes snow white. Next day. See how white your shirts are, Tom? They never touched a washboard. With Rinso, I don't need to scrub or boil. Great, and you don't look a bit tired. Get clothes whitest, says Mrs. Lula Flurry of 237 Blackstone. Our water is hard, but Rinso gives rich, safe suds that loosen the dirt like magic. I don't need a washboard or a boiler. New York. A little band of Manhattan bachelors are laughing heartily these days as they gather round their afternoon coffee in local Hofbrau's. Time was when they were led by H.L. Mencken and George Jean Nathan in their cynical outbursts against matrimony. They were an indivisible group and independent. Then, Mencken's yearning for a fireside overcame his doubt, and he was married. The bachelors were first indignant at this desertion. Now they are smiling, for they are avenged. They have learned that Mencken's honeymoon has been disturbed by the fact that he has been suffering from hay fever since the day of the wedding. The movies playing in 1930 had a bit of suggestiveness in their descriptions. Just listen to these. Dixiana, scene after scene of searing drama amid the sensuous allurements of Mardi Gras, a miracle of entertainment with Bebe Daniels, Everett Marshall, Bert Wheeler, Robert Woolsey. Starts tomorrow at the State Theater, On Your Back, with H.B. Warner, Irene Rich, and Raymond Hackett. He wanted to love and forget, she to remember and cherish. "4 days only. What a grand old sinner he was." Mr. George Arliss in Old English. A Warner Brothers movie, home of the Vitaphone. Just look at those legs. In the 1930s, there was just one woman who was known for her beautiful legs. No, not those legs. The best legs belong to Betty Grable. Did you know that this poster of Betty Grable was the most popular in the 1940s? Here are some photos from Life magazine, who focused on Betty Grable's legs. She insured her legs for $1 million. That must have been $500,000 each leg. Here's the impression that she made in front of Grauman's Chinese Theater, in which she also included her leg.
Just be careful, brother. I too can find another. Remember, anything that you do, I can do too. Once too often, I'll get the go by. Once too often, and then you'll have to change your tune and sing in a different key. That line that you've been using will cease to be amusing. It's gonna boomerang when you come looking for me. Say you're a wizard when it comes to crying, a master in the art of alibiing. Go on and do your tall and fancy lying, baby, but you will say you're sorry once too often. You're gonna weep, but I won't soften. You're gonna whimper like a pup the day I catch up with you. Step out, go on and show off. Some night the lid will blow off. You're gonna give my heart the business once too often.